My name is Jana Giles, and I'm a Program Development Specialist at Efficiency Nova Scotia, and we're celebrating the International Day of Women and Girls in Science. So I actually did not want to pursue a career in STEM. I was pretty good at math, but I hated my science courses. I thought it was about medicine and the human body, and it wasn't until I had to take one mandatory science course in grade 11. I took chemistry, and I realized that math wasn't just theoretical X, Y, numbers on paper. It was actually like a tool that you could use to solve problems. And I was really passionate about environmental activism, and so I became interested in how you could apply math to that and solve problems related to the environment, which is why I went into engineering. Once I started university and decided to do engineering at university, I instantly connected with a lot of women and non-binary folks in engineering, and we basically created this sport group for each other, which was awesome, and held on to that throughout school. And I ended up applying at Efficiency Nova Scotia so that I could pursue the idea of being an environmental activist and an engineer at the same time, and found that community at Efficiency and really enjoyed it, which is why I ended up coming back after I graduated. The thing I'm the most proud of is that after I graduated last year, I took the rest of the year off and I hiked 3,500 kilometers from Maine to Georgia in the United States. And the funniest thing was that I actually met a ton of other engineers while I was on that trip. And we had a lot of discussions about burnout in engineering and also about a shared passion for problem solving and kind of like what ignites that fire in us. And I think that it just was a really good lesson in remembering to do things outside of engineering and bringing that experience back to engineering to make it a more inclusive profession and to kind of better your problem solving skills too. So my biggest advice for girls who are considering a similar career path is to find yourself some mentors. And when I was younger, I wasn't really sure what that meant. Like, everyone talked about having mentors in the field. But it's really just about making connections with people who are already in the workforce, who already have some experience. And so I would say that making those connections comes from getting involved outside of kind of your silo. So when I was in high school, I volunteered a lot with other high school students, but it was the times that I volunteered on groups with people that were already in the workforce, whether they were engineers or not, that I made those kind of mentor connections. And I'm in touch with a lot of them still today and still trying to meet others now, because it's so valuable to know people at different stages in their career to have the space to ask those questions.